Okay, all right, let's clap. All right, let's clap. Let's clap. All right. Hold on, let me get it together. Listen, uh, even though there's nobody in the room right now, I'm gonna just keep talking. So God bless you guys. Like my mother say, thank God for Jesus. It is a Toxic Talk Thursday. It is Thursday, July the 24th, 2025. 1 minute after the hour. Welcome, guys, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. Shout out to all my folks over there on YouTube. I just see the link just popped up. We truly, truly appreciate you. You please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. Or if you dare to call in, the number is 570-982-6950. I'm going to say it one more time. 570-982-6950. Gregory Young and good morning. God bless you, bro. You mean a lot to me, bro. You already know. And Young and have you subscribed to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show? Subscribe to the show, bro. It's only 99 cents a month. Let's go. On this glorious Thursday, we hope that all you guys are doing well. We hope that your family's doing well, and God bless you and thank you. Now, this is where you get your morning love. I say it 1,000 times, and I'm going to continue to say it until the cows come home. This is where you get your morning love, but most importantly, it's the only place on this entire earth, Young and Nut, where you get your morning started right. Janice Segure, good morning. God bless you. You're looking well. I hope all is well with you and your family. And how are you?
I am fantastic today, Shawn. Good morning. Peace and love, everybody. I have the out the door forecast for everyone. Okay, right now it's cloudy, 72 degrees with a high expected of about 83 degrees today, and the low is going down to 69. And guess what? The sun's going to come out somewhere around 8-9 o'clock today, and it's going to be sunshine all day. So yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm Janice Segure from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
Awesome. Where you get your morning started right, guys, please.
That's
like
right.
Our sister soldiers in the chat room, remember, guys, when Sister Soldier put the hearts in the chat room, let's follow along with the hearts. She's our unofficial moderator of the chat room. Now, look, starting the show, I want to say this. To especially to Young and that I was supposed to meet Joe Buddha in the Bronx the other day, last week, for the outdoor jams with in Katona Park, Young and that. And unfortunately, my man Ray DeJean passed away, so kind of threw my whole schedule off. So I'm gonna try to get out there next it's today. I think it's actually today. I don't know if I can make it today, but definitely next week. My man, Lord Finesse, is going to be out there, and a few others, right? And the reason why I bring this up, Janice and everybody in the chat room, it's nothing like, and I don't live in New York anymore. I moved out of New York 20 years ago, but I'm in New York like every other day or once a week, Janice. Mm-hmm. But it's nothing like the New York City. I don't care what you say about New York. We got rats that look like size of little pigs. We got crime. There's a lot of car crashes. There's a lot of baby mothers. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot going on with New York City. I get it. But there's one of the positives in New York City is the fact that those outdoor festivals in New York City in the daytime, on the weekends or the weekdays, it's nothing like it on this entire earth. Janice, let's give a round of applause to New York City with their outdoor festivals and music.
Yes. Good, the bad, and the ugly. It's all good.
And in New York City, especially in Katona Park, and it's really good when you see folks that you went to high school with and people that you knew for all your life, and we all aging, and we all outside, and half of us got missing teeth, and the other half is diabetic, and we out there listening to that music. 3 of us got our big toe cut off. There's a guy out there selling nutcrackers, people selling weed, and people selling insurance, everything. Yeah. But the energy of a New York City outdoor festival or music. Miss Miko won't be here until tomorrow, Sister Soldier. She's working. Uh, the whole outdoor festival thing in New York City.
Yeah.
Can't beat it. Where I live, and then I'm gonna hear your opinion about it, Janice. Where I live, and I'm grateful for where I live. It's dope out here where I live. Shout out to the people here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, East and Allentown. Shout out to you guys. But your festivals can't compare to an NYC festival.
Nope.
Janice, how do you feel about, and before we get into the show, how do you feel about an NYC of Brooklyn, Queens? I'm not talking about the outer boroughs, just straight in New York City. How do you feel about those New York festivals?
There is absolutely nothing like a New York festival. Like you said, I've gone to several festivals in Florida and other places, and that vibe is just not there. It's just something different about the festivals in New York. The people, the music, the energy, it is just, I love it. I love it. And there's a lot going on this summer, all kinds of festivals all over the place. So I love it. And I love New York, by the way, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're going to get that no matter where you go. But here in New York, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I'm here for it. Oh,
battery low.
You can have an NYC festival in front of the tenement building or in the hood. That's why New York City and guys, LaShawn Haynes Jones and Young and please put in the chat room. I know they got certain laws now where you can't barbecue and you can't do all of this stuff outside. And I don't think you can barbecue and congregate too much in front of the building in the hood, because I've been seeing all these videos, and we used to do that back in the day. But shout out to New York City, my beloved. You know, I'm from the Bronx, New York. Shout out to and good morning, everybody. I appreciate you. LaShawn Haynes Jones, good morning. Sister Soldier, good morning, everybody else. Shout out to New York City, because you guys are the king of the festivals, and you should appreciate it, because even you guys who live in New York, y'all been to other festivals. I mean, some of them are good. Don't get me wrong, and some of them are even at the level of a New York festival, but there's not many of them. So shout out, and the best festivals, Janice, is the ones that you go to in the daytime. Would you agree?
I would absolutely agree. You got to make sure you're able to see anybody trying to pick your pockets or whatever. But no, the best ones are the daytime. Yes.
Yeah, the best festivals for me, Princess. Good morning, Princess. I thought about you yesterday. I'm gonna tell you why. The best festivals for me in the daytime, and some festivals like before we start the show, Princess, you ain't gonna believe this. I used to sell beer at the Puerto Rican Day Parade back in the day, illegally, Janice.
I'm stunned. Beer? How you get away with that?
Yeah, so what you do, right? Like this, listen, I've been a hustler all my life, right? I'm too old to lift beer up right now. But this is what we used to do. We used to go to the bodega in the Bronx, or we go to the warehouse, the beer warehouses. And Princess, do they still got the beer warehouses in the Bronx, New York? And we would go to the beer warehouses, right? Buy up as much beer as we can, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we would go, especially the Puerto Rican Day Parade, not the West Indian Parade, but the Puerto Rican Parade is where it was really popular. I mean, as far as selling beer. And we want to ask you that question before we start the show. What's the best ethnic parade in New York City? Is it the West Indian Parade, the Dominican one, the Puerto Rican one? And Janet, I'll get your thoughts on that in a minute.
Okay.
And then Janet, this is what we used to do. And guys, welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team, only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? This morning, we'll introduce the Queen Janice on the show. We get into that in a minute. So let's do a news story first, and then I get into the whole Janice situation. So we would buy all the beer, right? Janice, see, Janice, you've lived a comfortable life all your life. You ain't had to be out here in these streets hustling like Princess and herself. Janice, have you ever hustled for anything?
Yes, I have. I beg to differ. I'm hustling right
You
now.
You been outside, Janice?
What?
You been outside?
Oh man, jokes. You got jokes. I've been outside, yes, just to watch the grass grow. But yeah.
Guys, if you don't know Janice like I know Janice, Janice has a comfortable, very comfortable life over there. Now, Now, listen. So we would buy all the beer, and then we would go down to Central Park. But we would get there like at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning,
Uh-huh.
and then we would stash the beer somewhere like because the parade was like in the 60s and 70s on Fifth Avenue, 70s, whatever, and we would stash the beer underneath a tree, put a blanket over it, because at 7 o'clock in the morning, the NYPD, they used to raid that whole location.
Okay.
So they would take the beer from you
Yeah.
because you're not supposed to be selling beer.
Of course not. Mhm.
And then after the raid, Janice, we would bring our beer out. And remember, it's a lot of work because beer is heavy.
Yeah.
And Janice, we would go out into the street, right in the parade route on the street, and we would get our beers and we'd be like, Cerveza fria, Cerveza fria, Cerveza fria. And Janice, we would come home in the middle of the night, pockets heavy.
Loaded.
Guys, put a number 1 in the chat room. What's your favorite parade in New York City?
Battery low.
Would it be the Puerto Rican Day Parade? Would it be the West Indian Parade? Would it be the Dominican Parade? Would it be the Babylonian parades? The Thanksgiving Day Parade? Which one is it? And Janice, before I ask you, guys, please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team, only place on earth where you get your mornings. All right, D-Lo Mathis, good morning. God bless. Princess, I want to talk about you in a minute. I got something to say. But what we will do this morning, let's go to some front page news with my good friend, which we'll get into that in a minute. Everybody start clapping, if y'all don't mind, for the homie, my good friend, Janice Segure. Go ahead, Janice. What you got?
Hey, what's up, everybody? So today, well, we all heard about the tragic news of Malcolm Jamal Warner, the actor who passed away at age 54 on July 20th. Now, Malcolm Jamal Warner played Huxtable on the Cosby Show for 8 seasons straight. 8 seasons straight. Now, his passing has led to a lot of outpouring and tribute from fellow celebrities, colleagues, fans, and so on and so forth. But get this. Some people are taking issue with Malcolm Jamal Warner's ex-girlfriend. Her name is Karen Molino White. You may know her. She played Keisha Carter on Lean on Me, right? And she also played Charmaine Brown on The Cosby for 2 seasons straight. Anyway, she and Malcolm Jamal Warner were in a relationship for about 7 years. So she posted a tribute on her social media page, and a lot of people are saying that it was inappropriate. Now, I want to read the post to you. It's a caption on a photo. I want to read it to you, and then I'd like for everyone to tell us later sometime, whatever, what's your opinion? Do you think that she was being inappropriate? So this is how the post reads. What a profound karmic relationship, my friend. Thank you. Until we meet again. Love you always, in all ways. My deepest condolences to Pam Warner, his wife and daughter. Tell me, what do you think? Was she being disrespectful by saying, love you always, in all ways? I have my opinion, but go ahead. I'll let you all go.
In always. Love you always, in always. Well, see, here's the first thing that comes to mind. Princess, I want to talk to you about football because the bonus son was playing football yesterday and had all the coaches out there. And I thought about you and my man locally. I'm going to link you up with my man. He's a big football coach out here. And I don't know, maybe you could talk football. That's what coaches do, talk football. But that's another thing. Let me stay on topic. And guys, if y'all don't know, please, Prince Cox No Pause with the documentary on Netflix. Don't get it twisted. Janice, you need to meet. We got a celebrity in the chat room every morning, but we get into that in a minute. Love you always, and what was the next quote?
In always. Like
love you always, in always.
Yeah, like in all many different ways.
Right. Well, again, we don't know the history of the relationship. We don't know if him and the wife was, beefing throughout the relationship. We don't know if may rest in peace, if Malcolm was still smashing that. hopefully I don't know what he was doing, but you know what I mean? We live in a morbid society. We're very polarized. We do things for the likes. Is it disrespectful to say that? Yes. To me, it's very disrespectful to say it that way. You could have said love you always. I mean, the love you always thing it's representative of a past relationship. So, but then she did throw in, and condolences to the wife. I don't know if that's some shady woman thing, but I think that maybe she could have fell back on the always thing because it's insinuating something more than some unconditional love. It insinuates things like they probably been still chopping it up, still talking on the phone. I don't know. But in my opinion, I think that she should have never said that. What's your thoughts, Janet?
In my opinion, I agree with you. I think she should have left that part out because of the insinuation of everything. But at the end of the day, it all depends on how the wife is feeling, what type of relationship Karen and the wife had together with one another. Maybe the wife will understand, oh, okay, now, social media, they're just blowing things out of character. But with that said, the wife is too busy right now. She's trying to figure out how to get her husband's body back here to the United States and plan a funeral. But yeah, I think she should have left that part out in all ways. Like, okay, I know you all dated for 7 years. She should have left that part out.
Yeah, it's the morbid part of it. It's the doing it for the likes. It ranks up there with because I know some of us, we all know that one person that liked to post who died first. It ranks up. It almost ranks up there with that. It's always somebody. I mean, maybe you know somebody, or maybe you know of somebody. They got to be the first one. They got to be guys. Sister Soldier put the hearts in the chat room. Let's put the hearts in. Janice, put the hearts in the chat room. Sister Soldier put her hearts in the chat room. But there's some people that have to always be the first one to let everybody know that somebody has passed away. Sometimes the family hasn't finished notifying the rest of the family, and here comes some idiot posting already. And I'm not gonna say no names, but that happened with my friend Ray DeJean. My good friend Janice knows Ray DeJean as well, very close. And he passed away, and not all the family knew at the moment. And somebody posted. People were calling, crying, like, is this true? His family members. And sometimes that, to me, that ranks underneath that. That runs a close second. Okay, you the ex. Respect the wife.
Yeah.
Okay, love you always. All right. Even that's kind of weird to me. Just send your condolences. You're absolutely right what you're saying. Like, the woman has to got to get the body out of Costa Rica, and it might be cost more money. That's why, and you're always, Janice, these folks always clown on me. When Cindy J always talking about, I don't leave the resort when I go out when I do these shows abroad and all over. I don't like going out for certain reasons. Because first of all, know this, yo, DJ Jess, what's up? Wait, Jesse, that's you? Yeah, Apollo Jess, what's up? Hey, Jess, man, that was a good look of y'all going out there to Barcelona and France and Spain. And I followed the whole crew. And I know 2 years ago, you invited me on this trip and I couldn't go. And next time, I definitely want to rock with you guys. Salute to you, Apollo Jess. Now, and Jess and I have been abroad ourselves. But Janice, this is the part that I have. See, we go, like, she's got to bring the body back. And I say that respectively. And he died in Costa Rica, right? You never know. The Costa Rican government might have a $20,000 deceased transfer fee.
Right.
But we don't think about things like that. Costa Rica might go, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry this happened to your husband. We need $30,000 to get him out of here.
Right. It's got to go through customs.
That's why, see, your health insurance is not going to work. I mean, I've talked about this 1,000 times. Your health insurance is not going to work on your little glamorous trips. Okay, that's why I don't do horseback riding. I live in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I could understand if I did horseback riding every other week and then I went abroad and did some horseback riding. That makes sense. Why would I travel 6,000 miles away and get on a horse? I'm not even trained to ride a horse. God forbid, fall off the horse, separate my shoulder. In these countries, they don't take your insurance and they want cash.
Yes, and they want cash. But so is that what you mean when you say you don't leave the resort? You don't go and go horseback riding or none of that stuff?
Yeah, like sometimes I might walk out of the resort, Janet, go walk up the block, look, wave at the natives. You know, I don't want to get in a little dirty ass cab. I don't want to pay you in pesos. So I might walk out. Janice, I might walk out, say hi to some of the people, and then I take my punk ass back where it's safe. I want to be by a controlled pool at the resort. And you guys know I can swim. Janice, can you swim?
A little, yes, I can.
That means no. Listen, I could swim my ass off. Okay, so but I'm gonna stay in the pool at the resort. See, and that was another problem. May our legendary rest in peace, man. It's so sad what happened to Malcolm Jamal Warner. But unfortunately, and I got the videotape, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Janice to go in the building. I get into Janice history in a minute since you're looking at her like, who the hell is that? And where's the others? They said, and it's very sad, but he was on an exclusive part of the island with an exclusive beach because he's worked all his life and he got the paper.
Yeah.
So he should if he wants exclusive, he can have exclusive. Go ahead, Janice.
Oh, you thinking that they can hold the body hostage? Is that where you going with this?
No, I'm not. I don't know that for a fact. I'm not saying holding it hot. I'm not saying holding his body hostage, but they might say, yeah, we need another 7,000.
Yeah. Well, I know hostage is a very strong word, but I'm just saying I didn't even think about that. Like, oh right, he's a celebrity. They may try. You know?
That's right. And then you gotta fly him back. Remember, and this is not only him, I'm just saying in general, you die abroad, right? That plane ticket, that round trip ticket, that don't count no more. They can't put your body in the seat. Oh. You have a dead body. Yo, whoa, hold on. The body like this swing. Whoa, wait a minute, man. We got to put the body right here. No. Don't worry, Janet. You're not going to hell. Don't laugh. I've been to hell 14 times. Don't worry about that. You can't take the body and put it in seat 27C. And then everybody's talking about, I got travel insurance. That's only a fraction of what that can help you. That's a fraction of the cost. That's why when you go on vacation, I would suggest everybody too busy wanting to pack their bags and all that. You better go get your vitals checked first. Mm-hmm. You better see how your blood pressure is and what's your gout level.
Amen to that.
You better check your swollen ankles.
Amen to that.
You know your ankles swollen, and you know your sugar's up. Okay. So check your Hey, listen. Check your vitals. Check your vitals first before you get on some type of plane. And then on top of that, unfortunately for our legend, I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong for that, and D-Lo, you know you laughing on the other side. She gonna say I'm wrong. She over there laughing. D-Lo Math is laughing, but she like, Shawn, you wrong for that. That's right. Somebody in my family died. I want the body sitting next to me on that original ticket, on that original seat on 25F. I need my dead loved one need the window seat.
I paid for that seat.
I paid for that. Janice, the body looking out the window like that.
Shawn is wrong.
And then here's the problem. Don't worry, Janice, you're going to heaven. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to heaven.
Janet, here's the problem
What?
for our legendary Malcolm Jamal. And yo, you guys follow my man Apollo Jess, man. Jess, I love you, bro. I just want to say that first, man. I love this dude and his wife and his whole team. Let me put a pause on loving your wife, bro. Janice, here's the problem with the Malcolm Jamal thing.
What?
Malcolm Jamal Warner. May he rest in peace. And it's tragic. And he's one of our legendary heroes. We grew up with this dude.
Grew up with him.
Mrs. MG, what's up? Good morning and God bless. Janice, can you see the chat room?
No, I cannot. And you know what?
Okay, we get into that later. We get into that.
Yeah.
So here's the problem. I was watching the news report on this, right? Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, Janice, and I say this respectively, okay?
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, Janice, they had big warning signs at the beachhead.
Mm-hmm.
The big sign saying this, they called it a red zone. They said this is a high current, a high rip current area. And it said all year around.
All year round.
All year around. They said you have to, and as the sign says, you got to be like an expert swimmer. Or don't get in the water. And you know what it reminds me of? Guys, if you're from New York, you ever been over there back in the day, Rockaway Beach in the back, and they had the big rip currents out there?
Yeah.
And then the cameraman, and Janice, look up how many people drowned or whatever, how rip currents and all that, if you don't mind.
Okay.
You know how many they had and then they had a bigger sign, guys, saying what to do. This is at the beach where our beloved unfortunately accidentally passed away. They had another big sign saying what you need to do. What you need to do if you get caught up in a rip current. Now, Jesse, listen to me. Apollo Jess, listen to me. If I see a sign like that, and listen, I can swim. But I only swim in pools. I don't do lakes. I don't do oceans. I can't. I'm not doing that. But if I saw a sign like that, bro, I'm not going in the water. Jesse, where were we? GJ Jess, where were we, man? We was at. I can't remember what island we was on. We got up there. We was all chilling out. We was playing music. Jesse, where were we? 2 years? Was it last year? We was on a cruise, right? Where were we? Jesse, remember we got off the ship, we went to the beach, and we all did a little bit of that water to the ankles, right? We did that. DJ Jess, remember Apollo Jess? Remember that? It was a couple of years back. I don't remember where we were. We were in the Caribbean somewhere. The water was beautiful, Janice. I got into the water up to my ankles, and that was that.
And that was it.
What you got, Janice?
Not yet. I'm still looking. Hold on.
I can't remember where we were. And even Jesse, we were all out there, and we were, and I don't know, see us black folks are built different. When we go to the beach, we all the way in the back of the beach at the end by the street. Like black folks, when we get to the beach, we get right to the back of the railing next to the parking lot. White folks and Latinos, they park right there in the front, right there by the water. Black folks, some of us are even parked in the parking. We even sitting in the parking lot. We don't play that.
Yes, but I will sit my rump right there where the water comes in, right in the sand, and then I start to sink in, and then I'm like, okay, time, let me get up, But yeah, I'm not going all the way out there because I swim a little bit in the pool. But the estimated deaths is about 4,000. Okay, estimated drownings of recurrent deaths about 4,000.
What, per year?
Day. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'm backing up. The average about 11 drowning deaths per day. In total, they're estimating 4,000 a year.
Yo, guys, you hear that?
That's from the CDC. Wow.
Mr. Rich Wilson, my guy. Good morning, man. Appreciate you guys. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Only place on earth where you get your bongers. Princess, I was thinking about you yesterday. The bonus son was playing football, and they had the football coaches out there. I was telling my wife, I said, you know, my man Princess is a football coach. You're going to stop me. I know he's a coach. I saw the documentary with you. Anyway, you heard that, guys? 11 people all over every day is dying in the rip currents. You could be the best swimmer on earth. You can't handle that.
No, it's powerful.
You can't handle the truth. And then they ask you to float, go on your back, Janice, and float. But in that moment, when you submerge in water and you become disoriented, you start panicking.
Yes. And
it's just unfortunate that this man was on vacation, died in front of his wife and his children. And in the reports, Janice, his daughter was with him.
Yeah.
You want to say something about that?
Well, yeah, she was swimming with him. His 8-year-old daughter was swimming with him when two surfers saw them, suffering out there, and they raced out there to get them, to help them out. One of the surfers brought the daughter back on his surfboard, so she made it back to land safely. But unfortunately, he did not, of course, we know that. But that's crazy. His 8-year-old daughter was out there with him. She almost drowned too.
Guys, please be careful. And like I said, this is an unfortunate passing of one of our iconic African-American heroes, man. At the age of 54. Bernadette Chesson Wilson, did you get my message via inbox? Guys, the flyer will be out next week, September 20th. I need everybody in the building. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team podcast. Cindy J, Miss Miko, Janice, everybody's going to be in the building. And your boy Harvey. Okay? Let's go.
Yes.
Okay, before you get to the next story, I want to take a moment to share this, okay? If y'all don't mind. You have this young lady here next to me on the screen, and Miss Miko couldn't make it today because she had to leave early because of her work, obligations, and that comes first, no doubt. She should be back tomorrow, and Cindy should be back. But neither here nor there, I want to share that, guys. I want to introduce you guys to my good friend that I've known for a long time, Janice Segure. Let's clap for Janice.
Thank you.
Now, and look, you know what? Janice, we got to fix your whole situation because you got to get into the chat room. As soon as I introduce you, guess what? Rel Holla popped into the chat room.
What? Haven't seen him in a minute.
Yo, Rel Holla's doing great. Janice, you got to get back on social media. You bugging. So, guys, here we go. Over 10 years ago, when I started my podcast journey, because I've always loved doing, it wasn't even podcasting back then. It was internet radio.
Yes.
It was internet radio, and I loved internet radio, even though I had nothing to do with internet radio, because I was fascinated by it. And I got introduced to internet radio via the comedy scene. Like everything else that happens in my life, I'm usually get that first introduction to anything doing comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And I got introduced to internet radio. I got introduced to internet radio to our beloved Ray DeJean.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Rel, you there? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Rel.
Hey, what's up?
Go ahead, Rel.
I haven't seen Janice since DTF Radio. Wow, Janice, this is wow, Shawn, this is big.
Oh, this is
you got Janice Segure. You got her off Emirates Air.
Remember that? Right.
I remember.
You got her, she's off Emirates.
Oh man.
Yes, this is a special moment. Well, bro, hold on tight real quick because I want to hear this. So I want you to just interject your opinion and your knowledge on it. Guys, I was introduced to, like I said, and Rel can attest to this, and we all know this, but Rel, myself, and Janice lived this. They didn't have podcasting back in the day. It was really internet. It was FM dial, and it was internet radio. And internet radio was making a surge. It was surging until the technology derailed it. But my first encounter with internet radio was through my beloved, my good friend, may he rest in peace, Ray DeJean.
Yes.
And Ray DeJean asked me to do his podcast named The Ray DeJean Show.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day. And Rel, you still there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, but Rel might have to correct me because sometimes my memory is bad. I was very excited about it. And he told me to meet me at a podcast, an internet radio station studio. And I believe this studio was in Queens or Brooklyn. I don't know where.
Brooklyn.
Okay, it was in Brooklyn. Okay, it was in Brooklyn. And it was DTF
by the Navy shipyards.
Right. So I walked in and I was like, oh my God, like it was a whole setup. And I was shocked and amazed or shock and awe. And that's where I got my first experience in doing internet radio. Now, remember, I wasn't a lead host. I was more like the second or third guy to interject my opinions in a humorous way. That was my position. And that's where I met Janice. Janice has been doing radio and podcasting way before the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. So, Janet, I'll leave it at that point, and then you go from there.
Yeah, well, that's basically how I got started also. I was out performing, singing and doing my thing or whatever. And Ray, made an announcement where he's looking for someone to co-host with him. And I was like, me? He was like, oh, okay, because we knew each other. He's like, I didn't know you were interested. Okay. And that's how that started. And DTF Radio, what was it, every Tuesday? Or was it every Thursday?
Yeah, every Tuesday, 12 o'clock. Because I was the manager for the station. And Mark had told me, Ray DeJean, he's starting the show because nobody was there. The first show normally it was crazy because you have Ray DeJean, Ron G, DJ S1 all in the same day. But yeah, Ray started the show he became the first show at 12. So I had to be there like 11 o'clock to make sure that the station was open for everybody.
Right. And guys, you gotta
and I had my show on Tuesday as well after Ron G.
Right. And guys, you have to notice, and I've shared this plenty of times, Janice, on this show, how Rel Hollow was really one of the architects of me learning how to do radio on the radio by teaching me certain things and saying certain things and just that little bit of those nuggets that he was giving us, even you, Janice. And we looked at, even though Ray was the guy, no doubt, he was the boss. We all kind of looked at Rel like Rel was the guy who knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing, right? And we were all just hanging in there.
Right. And then, right, we were doing our thing on this podcast, on this internet radio show at DTF Radio every Tuesday at 12 noon. And another thing, Rel, you can agree that Janice, myself, and Ray, and we had another young lady with us. I can't remember her name.
Crystal Gardner.
Not Crystal. There was one before Crystal.
Which started?
Who was before Crystal?
It was the Darkton chick. But anyway, hold on, before we get into that. Mm-hmm. We were consistently there. We were consistently there every Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we all fell in love with internet radio with Ray. And if you knew Ray was the ultimate hustler. He was and I say that in a loving way, he was the ultimate promoter. Ray was putting in that work. We had a DJ. What was the DJ's name? The short dude that was real nice. I can't remember.
DJ Gully.
DJ Gully, who's on the radio now. So we had a nice crew.
Yeah.
And Rel was there, making sure the sound was working, making sure the place was clean, just doing his part to make us successful.
Yes.
And what was an honor to me, because, you know, when Ray couldn't make it, he would ask me to fill in for him. So that meant a lot to me, because I knew Ray DeJean from Video Music Box. I'm Video Music Box. So I'm like, this is like a legend to me, right? And I feel like for the whole hip hop media thing, him and Ralph McDaniels, I feel, paved the way, you know, for everybody that's doing all this hip hop media now. They were the first ones. But before MTV Raps, before Your MTV, Video Music Box was the thing. You had to do some jailbroken stuff to your TV to even watch it in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So when him asking me, like, he would be like, Rel, I can't make it. He would call me, Rel, I can't make it. Can you fill in for me? And that's how me and Shawn and Janice even developed a relationship, because then I started doing the show as well with them.
Yeah, and you know what was fascinating about that, guys? We just want to take a moment. I just want to let you know the history of this young lady, and I'm so appreciate that Rel is jumped in, and he's absolutely right. There was times when Ray wasn't able to make the show. I was so new at doing internet radio. I didn't know anything about being the lead host. And Janet as well, because Janet was more like the news. She used to do the news, and she did it very well. And when Rel Holla took over those times for Ray, guys, and I've been saying this throughout the years, but I'll let you hear what I'm about to say, Janice, because this person hearing it. I used to look at Rel like a rock star. Rel used to take the helm and lead the show, and I was like, wow, this guy's very receptive. He can articulate himself well. He sounds good on the radio. It seems like he's been doing this all his life. So it was an honor. It was an honor being with Ray, and Ray choosing me, of course, and the legend that he is with Video Music Box and that whole thing with Ralph McDaniels, and paving the way in some of this hip hop culture. No question about it.
Yeah.
But when I saw Rel Holla, Rel was the professional radio guy.
Yeah.
No questions about it.
Yeah. For me, Rel eased the tension a little bit, you know, with his knowledge and what have you. It made it very comfortable, you know, whether Ray was there or not. He just made it comfortable. Like, okay, this is what you got to do. This is okay. He explained a lot of things, you know.
Ray.
Look, I have my own little studio at home right now because of you guys. Okay, let me just say that right there. I've been doing
So Rel made it, and we want to give you your flowers as well. And then what happened? Now, remember, I think this might be 2015, 2016, around that time. This is the years that we're talking about, if I stand correct, right? And then Ray, being Ray, and may rest in peace, Ray got us on real FM radio. So we went from DTF radio to 103.5 FM in New York City back in the day. And here's the 6 degrees of separation. Jamie Roberts, who you guys know, who's always on this show, who we just interviewed recently, the owner of the Comedy in Harlem, was the sales rep at the John, right? Am I making it up?
Wow.
Right. So it was bittersweet in a sense, because we loved DTF radio and that whole movement over there. And all of a sudden we were gone. We went from Rel Studio. We went from a $20,000 DTF radio studio to a $500,000 FM station.
FM. We went to the FM dial, y'all.
Yeah.
We took DTF microphones and took them over to the upper station. and now we're on FM radio. We're on the air. It was the Ray DeJean show. It was Saturday in the morning.
Yeah.
It was Saturday in the morning, and it was Janice, myself, and a few others. And we were in our glory. And then Ray DeJean, may he rest in peace, abruptly fired all of us. It was brutal. He fired all of it. Me and Janet was sitting there. Janice was speculating, like, yo, what are we gonna do? What's gonna happen? Because a new guy came in. That Ray had a new executive producer of the show, and we were out of there. And I always share this story, and I've shared it on this show. Well, and life is the way you react to situations.
Right.
Was I upset that I was fired from the FM radio show? Of course I was. I really was. It meant a lot to me. And I don't want to speak for Janice, but it probably meant a lot for her. But I'll let her tell her side. And it meant a lot to me. But, well, I'll be honest with you. In life, and I'm so grateful that I made this decision, guys, I didn't hold it against Ray DeJean, because the funny thing about it, when I got fired, Rel, I was doing a show in Long Island. I had 2 shows that night in Long Island, right? The first show I get there, and everybody was praising me. Hey, we heard you on the radio, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, man, listen to Ray DeJean, blah, 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 we doing it. And then I do my set. I get in my car, Janice, to go to the next place.
Uh-huh.
And while I'm driving from point A to point B, Ray DeJean's executive producer called me and said, Shawn, and this was on a Friday night. We're supposed to do the show Saturday. Oh. He goes, yo, you're done. It's over. You can't. We don't need you. Blah, blah, blah. And then Ray got on the phone. He was like, yo, man, Shawn, it's out of my control. I love you to death. Blah, 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 blah. He went that route. And I said, all right, cool. And then, Rel, I go to the next show, right? In Long Island, and the people was like, yo, I heard you on the radio. I was like, man, I don't give a damn about that show no more. Yo, they could kiss my ass over there, bro. but again, Janice and Rel, is so special to talk to both of you because we have this past. I never held that against Ray. I looked at it as business. Ray DeJean and I continue being friends. Right. Our relationship got even closer. Yeah. I didn't do the pettiness. I'm not messing with them. They fired me. Right. Our bond, and I'm so grateful, Janice, that I made that conscious decision to put my ego to the side, because I still was working with Ray as far as doing stand-up. Right. And sometimes when you make decisions like that in business, you don't want to put your personal in the way of it. No. Right. Because you never know, that could block your blessings in the long run. Right. It's business. Janice, your thoughts. And then we'll close out with Ralph.
Okay, it's business, basically, it's business. And I wasn't hurt too much, I was just trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do next? Like the pivot thing. But I was okay with that because I was used to just jumping from one thing to the other. Okay, well, let me try this niche. Let me try this. Let me try that. But then they all left. All of the folks who were on, the DJs that were on 109, was it 109.3? They all left. Or 103.9, that's what it was. They all left. Who was it? LaToya Beasley. Gone, and the rest of them, Shawn Shannon, a lot of them. So, I was like, okay, well, I shouldn't feel bad. It's not really us, it's business, it's business. On to the next one. But Rel, it is so good to hear from you. Oh my God. I know, you just had a birthday recently, right?
Yeah, last Friday.
Happy belated.
Because me and Ray's birthday is 2 days apart.
2 days apart. Well, it is
Rel,
from me. I hope to see you soon.
Rel, you and Janice got to connect. You might exchange numbers after the show. But Rel, we're going to leave you with the last word, and we're going to get back to the show. I just want to share with the audience the history between the three of us, and also and Janice, that we've been doing podcasting way before all of this. I mean, internet radio way before podcasting. But go ahead, Rel, you got the last word.
No, and I think too, because even if things certain things happen for a reason, and even them firing you is what led to the Shawn Harvey morning show. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think, but had you not even had those experiences, you may not even be doing this now, you know?
Right.
So I think, you know, everything, something comes out of all of it. Like Janice said, now she got it set up in her house. Crystal Gardner she went on to be on T.I.'s reality show.
Right.
And she won, actually, because it was like Ultimate Hustle or something like that it was called. And
Right.
and Crystal Gardner actually won. You know, I continued on that DTF, but then I ended up with the Union DJs.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, all these things, you know, it's your journey, it's your path, and it leads you, you know. And Ray was a good dude, you know, and like I said, I was just honored. Even when I interviewed him, and I interviewed him, Ron G, and I got to interview Clark Kent, DJ Clark Kent, which y'all know, legendary DJ Clark Kent was a part of Jay-Z's first album. You know, Biggie, like he's a part of that whole Brooklyn, you know, movement. And, you know, even when I interviewed those guys, because my show was only an hour. I think Ray's show was 2 hours. Mine was the hour. And even when I interviewed those guys, they were like, it's only an hour? I want to keep going. This is good. Right. You know, and that meant a lot to me, coming from dudes like Ron G, like coming from dudes like Ray DeJean, coming from dudes like Clark Kent, because they've been in the game and they know the game. So for them to, and even for Ray to even say, yo, Rel, I need you to sit in the seat for me. Right. Like Ray DeJean asking me to sit in the seat for him, you know, that's almost like saying, Rel, host a comedy show for me, because it's, you know, so if I wasn't good, he would have never asked me, you know? Yes. And that's what you know, so I always valued, you know, Ray DeJean even asking me that. To me, that was big, you know, whether nobody knew it or not. Like, it, to me, that says a lot about what I'm able to do as a host, because I'm like, wow, that's like, you know, that's like passing the torch, you know? And so, and then and the crazy part is, I actually knew Shawn, because I knew Shawn because him and Smokey used to do over there at Mocha. At Mocha. Yeah. And right. So when I met Shawn, so I was like, yo, this is crazy, because I met Shawn and I'm like, yo, you used to be you was at Mocha. Yeah. At Mocha. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah. And so I already knew who Shawn was. So to me, like, this is like, I'm like, yo, I'm here. This is Ray DeJean. This is Shawn Harvey. Like, what the, like, this is crazy to me, you know? So to me, it was just, I was just honored, you know. And then I got to know Janice, and Janice, I'm like, what? She would come in there. Janice would, like, when I'm telling y'all, like, on point with the news and her segment, it was like, I was like, yo, I knew Ray knew who he picked, you know. So I really it was fun, and especially when he asked me to fill in, we would have a great time, and it was a lot of laughs. So I just really appreciate those moments, you know. I never forget them. And Janice, it's so good to see and hear from you. Look great. You know, it's been forever. You know, so it's good to see and hear from you. Happy to, you know, see that you're well, you know, especially with the passing of Ray. You know, it's a lot of people leaving this earth, and it's crazy, you know, at early ages. So just seeing that, I haven't seen you in so long. I didn't even know, you know, what was up with you. So to see that you're good is great. But yeah, man. So yeah, it was a blessing.
Well, Rel, we're going to give you your flowers as well. But I tell you what, let's reach out later. Let's let Janet do what she does great. Let her get a last news story in, and we good. But guys, we just wanted to share just a little bit of the history between us, and that's why she's here. Yes. So, Rel, everybody, let's show Rel some love in the chat room. Hey guys, Sister Soldier just placed the hearts in the chat room. We need those hearts in the chat room. All right, Rel, I'm gonna holler at you.
All right.
All right, later.
Love y'all.
Love you too, bro. All right, Janice, what else you got?
Okay. R&B singer Jaheim was arrested earlier this May in Fulton County, Georgia, on 6 counts of animal cruelty. On May 1st, officials located Jaheim's RV, and after obtaining a search warrant, they found 6 dogs inside, including 4 pit bulls, a French bulldog, and a mixed breed hound. The dogs were reportedly kept in kennels riddled with urine and poop. Okay, now court documents accused him, Jaheim, of failing to provide adequate food, water, ventilation, and sanitary conditions for the 6 dogs. He was arrested on a $35,000 bond, and the next day he was released. So as of today, he was scheduled to appear in court June 2nd, but there's no update as of today. So that's the story with Jaheim.
Guys, if you don't mind, Sister Soldier has placed the hearts in the chat room. I've put my hearts in the chat room, guys. Diane Hall, God bless you. Diane, I need you in the building September the 20th. Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team Live podcast. Bring everybody to the building. Tracy Ray, I need you in the building. I need everybody in the building. Bernadette Chisholm's already ready to purchase her tickets. LaShawn Haynes Jones, I need you in the building. D-Lo Mathis, it's time for you to fly up. Nayroma Johnson, I need you in the building. Rich, Mr. Rich, I need you in the building, bro. I need everybody in the building. September 20th flyer will be out next week. How many dogs again?
6 dogs.
And what kind of dogs?
4 pit bulls, a French something other, and a mixed breed hound. Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, a French bulldog and a mixed
four pit bulls, 2 French poodles, and a mixed dog.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How many dogs in total?
Huh?
How many dogs in total?
6. They're claiming 6 dogs in total.
And what was his bail?
$35,000.
$35,000.
$35,000, and he was released the following day.
Okay. Well, shout out to our beloved Jaheim, and who, remember, he was a legend back in the day, and then he fell off. He fell off heavy. Y'all like when I said that? 6 pit bulls, 2 French dogs, and a $35,000 bill.
Okay, yes.
First of all, we don't even need to talk about the forehead that looked like one of those runways at JFK. You can land an airplane on that forehead, and then on top of that, you can put a stop sign on it. And we already know throughout the years, Jaheim, he sings like he just had 12 packs of Newports. He sings like he was at a hookah marathon for 4 days. And it's unfortunate, man. This is a Jersey dude. Come on, Jersey guys are the thoroughest dudes out here.
Yeah.
You got the Kareem Maliks and the Abdul Salams.
Yeah.
And he fell off, and then he tried his best to get back on, which he did. And he's out here working, and he had all these classic hits. Jaheim, like he was like a generic R. Kelly.
Yeah. Like
if you can't afford R. Kelly, you get Jaheim.
Wrong.
4 pit bulls, 2 French do, and a $35,000 bill. Now, let's talk about the dogs. I have a dog. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you have a dog. Janice, you have a dog?
I have a dog.
Now let's talk about dogs. Dogs are expensive.
Yeah.
Dogs are expensive. My beloved Cooper, y'all know I love my dog. He don't even play in the yard no more because it costs $2,500 if he sprains his ankle.
Right.
So I said to Cooper, there'll be no more playing with the ball. There'll be no more jumping frisbees, all that. I threw all that in the garbage. You're just going to walk around the block, even though you a young, vibrant dog. I can't afford you to get hurt. And God forbid, I love my dog Cooper, but don't catch no internal shit. Don't catch the operational thing because I don't know. You got to get out of here. I'm not going to pay $10,000. I'm not doing it. And I love my dog. Don't get it twisted. But if he needs something like a paw transplant,
Oh well.
and that thing costs $4,500, I don't know.
There you go.
But in this case, Janice, John, he got 6 dogs. I don't listen. It makes sense to me that the dogs are malnutritious and can't eat. How you gonna feed? I could barely feed myself. My dog, I got rations in here for me. I only eat once a day. This dog eat all day. The dog food the bag of food is $70.
Yeah.
Now imagine having 6 dogs. It's 7 times this, and let's say what kind of food you. My dog eat dry food. $70 on a bag. You got 6 dogs, and that comes up to $17 million a month.
That's a whole lot of money. Period.
That's too much money.
That's way too much.
And Jaheim, who probably works every weekend, let's just say he make $10,000 a weekend. Let's say he make 10 stacks. He still can't afford these dogs.
What's up with that?
Right. And when your dog is hungry, they start. And then he walking past those dogs knowing that they hungry. That's the crime. That's the crime. You can't have dogs are protected by the laws of this country.
Yeah.
You know, especially listen, I love my dog. Janice, you love your dog?
Absolutely.
And look, and the Babylonians, they love their dog 10 times more. Janice, we call white folks Babylonians on this show.
Oh, okay.
The Babylonians came up with all the laws to protect these dogs because they love Scruffy. Come on, Scruffy. And Jaheim don't have enough money to take care of 6 dogs.
Right. Let them go. Let's give them to somebody else who can give them a good life. Like, there's a report that back in 2021, he was arrested then as well. And one of the dogs that he had in New Jersey, he had to be euthanized. Like the conditions were so bad for these dogs. Like, it's sad.
Yo, Jaheim, man, we do appreciate that you love the dog because we love the dog.
Yeah.
But you can't afford these dogs, bro. Why don't you like rent a dog for the day? Or you become a dog walker. Get some money. You can. Let me tell you something. And Janice, look this up real quick before we get out of here because we done ran out of time.
Yeah, I got to get out.
I was even thinking about it because I love dogs. Get this dog walker's money.
Oh.
There's a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
You see them people in Manhattan? You see these people walking around, they got 9 dogs in the leash and they got 1,900 bags on their waist. And I take Cooper to the daycare center, the doggy daycare. They getting money. They getting so much money over there. They building another building. They getting so much dog money. They building another building so they can house more dogs. Dogs is big business.
Dogs is yes. Dog walkers can earn about $100,000 per year.
Say that again.
Dog walkers can earn here in the United States about $100,000 a year.
Oh, I'm in the wrong business, bro. Yo, $100K walking a little scruffy.
Yes, some dog walkers can earn $100,000 per year. I may be in the wrong field too. How many dogs do we have to walk to get up to that point?
I listen. I'll walk a wolf pack of dogs for $100K.
$100,000. Oh man.
All right, listen, guys. We truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen here, Janice Segure. We truly appreciate all the regulars. Will be back very soon, maybe tomorrow or Monday, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. But don't forget, please, I need all of y'all in the building. Saturday, September the 20th. Naroma Johnson said she would be in the building. Her plans changed. Naroma, bring the whole family out like you did the last time. And Naroma Johnson, who's a beautiful woman herself, she's beautiful. Naroma's beautiful. She got a beautiful family. The whole family came to my birthday event, sat in front, beautiful family. Some of us are blessed with beautiful families, and some of us got ugly families.
Oh God.
Some of us got ugly nephews. But Robert Johnson got a beautiful family. I need your family back in the building. D-Lo Mathis, come on, fly up. I know you got a comfortable life down there in North Carolina. You and your husband, fly up September the 20th. We're going to do Princess. I'm not even doing this show if Princess is not in the building on September the 20th. And remember, what's the history? Princess protests the last 3 podcast events we had at Comedy in Harlem. Remember, guys? And at the old Comedy in Harlem, you have to walk up the steps. And Princess, you ain't gonna believe this, Janice. Princess, who's in a wheelchair, right? He drove to the place, right? And he protested, right? And don't you know, all our supporters came downstairs while I'm upstairs to talk to Princess.
What? Wow.
But we don't have that problem this time because Princess has been in the new Comedy in Harlem. So guys, please, if you don't mind, get your tickets. They're going on sale. They're actually on sale right now. I'm waiting for the flyer to come out. I need everyone in the building. And we're now Princess is sitting up in the front because Princess was at my birthday show, completely sold out last March that just passed, Janice. And Princess had to sit in the front. And the New York King talent tore his ass up. All right. Hey, listen, Janice, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm going to give you the last word right now. We out of here. Guys, we see you tomorrow for Feel Good Friday. Janice, anything you'd like to say to these people before we get out of here?
I just want to say it's an honor to be here with you all, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Thank you so much for welcoming me. Peace and love.
Okay, guys. Janice, you're not going to cry, are you?
I know.
All right, guys. Listen, we see you tomorrow. Yeah, and Princess is laughing because the New York King was real. The New York King, Janice, before we leave, the New York King talent even snapped on my mother. He's like, yo, get Mama Harvey 2 drinks. I'm working on something tonight with her. That's what he said.
Wow.
LaShawn Haynes Jones, thank you so much, man. Sis, you know I love you. I've known you for over 40 years, maybe 45 years, and God bless. All right, guys, we are out of here. We see you tomorrow. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team. Football. Quick. Yeah. Princess, the bonus son was doing football scrimmages out here. They had a football camp for a week, man. So we're going out there tonight at 6:00. And 2 of the coaches I know. And I don't know, Janice, are you into sports?
Very little, you know.
Yeah. Well, Janice, we got to get you into sports. You got to get into sports on this show. Okay. And Princess is a football. Janice, you got to watch Princess documentary on Netflix. Princess, what's the name of it again? Princess, I'm embarrassed. What's the name of it? LaShawn, what was it? Me, LaShawn, and Vanetta went to is Quad Gods. Quad Gods. Okay. It's on Netflix. Okay. I think. No, is it HBO? No, it's HBO. Prince is probably mad at me. It's the Quad Gods. And it's on HBO Max, not Netflix. We don't do Netflix over here. We do HBO Max over here. All right. It's the Quad Gods. And we went to the premiere. But he had a premiere all weekend last summer. We were there. LaShawn Haynes Jones, Vanetta George, and myself. I don't know who else on the chat room showed up, but we were there. Janice, I know you got a great life over there where you at.
But
And I know probably after the show, you're going to do some sunbathing or whatever. But Janice, please, if you don't mind, take a moment and watch this documentary on HBO
Absolutely.
Max, Quad Guys, and our beloved Princess Cox. No pause, Black Heart. You know all that later. He's one of the main characters in this.
I'm going to watch it together with the family when everyone's home. We're going to watch it all together this evening.
You want to watch with the family? Yo, I told you, Janice got a good life over there. You know, she said, we're gonna get some rotisserie chicken, and we all gonna watch it as a family at 6 o'clock.
Look, we're gonna set up a blanket on the floor, you know, have a little picnic, you know, in the floor in the living room. Psych. No.
Say that again.
I was saying I'm gonna set up a picnic on the floor, and we're gonna sit around TV.
All right, guys. And matter of fact, guys, you know what? Why don't we, even if we watched it already, let's watch it again.
Yeah.
Let's watch it again. Guys, matter of fact, I tell you what, when we come back, I'm gonna get some homework. I'm gonna give you some homework for tomorrow's show. I want y'all guys to watch, if you can, watch a few minutes of the Quad Guys on HBO Max, starring our beloved Princess Cox. And I'm gonna ask you a little questions about it, because I'm gonna watch it for a little bit. How about that?
All right.
Okay, we are out of here, guys. We see you tomorrow. God bless. Like my mother said, thank God for Jesus. I hope all you guys are well. And we will see you tomorrow. And God bless.
God bless. Peace.